Hello everyone and welcome to the Battle for Azeroth beta. Here I am on the Enhancement Shaman to show you a nice overview of how the class plays out. So they are a totemic warrior who strikes foes with weapons imbued with elemental power. So I will go over the rotation here and I'll go over the talents of course, but I'm going to take a little easy on the talents in the sense that I'm not going to go too in depth in the talent tree because I understand that can be kind of boring to just watch me read what the talents are. But anyways, we have the ability called the Rockbiter, which is our main attack that generates Maelstrom, has a max of 2 charges before it needs to reset. Storm Strike, probably our most powerful ability. Of course, you deal a lot of damage, nature damage, physical damage. We have Flame Tongue, which is an ability that enhances your weapons with fire damage. So it hits your target and then enhances your weapons with fire damage. We have Wind Fury, which is a passive. Gives us the chance to trigger 2 extra attacks from our main hand attacks, which is always fun, especially when you get a Storm Strike and then Wind Fury, you can deal a lot of damage. Crash Lightning is our AoE ability, and when you use it, it can enhance your Storm Strike and Lava Lash to deal some extra nature damage. And then Feral Spirit, which summons some spirit wolves to help us in battle for 15 seconds, and they do a lot of damage, and they also give us Maelstrom. So you see all these abilities here, there are a ton. I even have some that don't even fit on here just because there are so many. And some are grayed out because I've been messing around with the talents, of course, just finding something that's fun and natural to work with. Of course, what's good for me may not be good for everyone else, but I just kind of play to have fun. So of course, like I said, I'm going to be going through these talent points, but not too much detail. I don't want to bore you guys to death. I just want to give you some insight on the talents. So of course, just like any class, you have a bunch of talents which are just used to, enhance your abilities and give you some more damage and such. In this case, they have a specific ability. Like those are the ones I want to cover, the ones that are different than just the regular buffs and stuff. So for example, I have a lightning shield, which gives me a shield, right, which damages my enemies and can charge up to help me deal more damage. The totem mastery ability, which summons some totems to give you buffs. We have an earth shield, which can be used with lightning shield. It's similar to lightning shield, except when you take damage, it just heals you up. Where lightning shield, when you take damage, it deals damage back to the enemy, which is always nice. So those are some, tactical, utility kind of abilities. We have more that are just like that. That's just to save you in terms of health. We have extra ability and some more buffs for our regular abilities for damage. Then we have kind of our end game abilities like Ascendance. Powerful, but very long cooldown. And then Elemental Spirits. This one reduces the cooldown of our Feral Spirit. And we have Earthen Strike. So again, a lot of them are just kind of damage buffs. And for your health, survivability. And then you have a couple of them that are specific to the class with nice little functions like Lightning Shield, Earth Shield, and such. So yeah, that's kind of a quick overview of the talents. Again, I don't want to bore you with talents. So here I am going right into the combat now to show you how the class plays out. So you can always pull them with your Lightning Bolt. There is a talent that can increase the damage by 1200% and it also increases the cooldown. So you can always pull with that and follow a rotation that commits to the form of Rockbiter, Flame Tongue, and then use Storm Strike when available. And then you have, it procs at times to give you a free Storm Strike. And then when that's on cooldown, you have extra Maelstrom. Use your Flame Tongue. Use your Lava Lash ability, which is like your Maelstrom dump. It does a nice bit of damage, but you just use that when you have an excess amount of Maelstrom. And then we have other abilities like the Sundering that I had, and just other little tactical, useful stuff. So again, you open up with Rockbiter, use that Flame Tongue to enhance your weapons with fire, use Storm Strike when available, and then use Lava Lash when you have an excess of Maelstrom and Storm Strike is down. So that's basically the rotation, and of course you have all your other little abilities. You have like Frostbrand, which can slow down their movement speed, and there's talents to improve that. And you also have your wolves, of course. I'll show you guys in a little bit how those play out to show you how powerful they can be. So again, here I am, just pulling them with a nice lightning bolt. and following the rotation. Of course, my favorite ability is Storm Strike. It's just very powerful. When I play, I'm just kind of waiting for the Storm Strike. I'm waiting for that big pop-up so I can use it and just use it off the side. As you see, it does the most amount of damage. I guess it's close with Lava Lash. Those are like your main big move abilities there. So yeah, that's the general rotation like I've said. So now I'm going to show you some useful abilities we have, some cooldowns. We have Earth Elemental. And then we also have our Feral Spirits, which summon our 2 wolves. And they can change depending on your race. If you're an orc, they're wolves. If you're troll, I believe they're raptors, but I remember there used to be a glyph about that. But anyways, so here's the fight against this rare elite. He's pretty powerful, and without the Earth Elemental and the Feral Spirit, I think it would be a much longer fight. Because as you can see here, I am doing a good amount of damage. I'm following the rotation well enough. And I'm just, using my Storm Strike and such. It does good damage, but I think there is a kind of a cap. They're kind of limited to a point where you're just not doing so much damage. And I think it would be cool if you can have Earth Elemental as like a permanent pet for like a talent. But some people say they don't like that because then you're kind of dependent on the Earth Elemental to deal like 30% of your damage or such. Which I can live with that. It's just fun to have an Earth Elemental by my side. Anyways, that's basically the rundown. Just my own personal opinion. I believe that Enhancement Shaman is really fun to play. Has nice visuals, cool abilities, spirit wolves. It's pretty cool. The only thing is, I believe that they are a little underpowered and don't do too much damage. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.